Is she singing? If y'all hear what appears to sound like maybe a wounded animal or something in the back, it would be my daughter. So, anyways, I just wanted to get on and thank you guys. It has been one heck of a day, still working. And thank you guys. I don't know what's going on. I can't see anybody that's in here. If you're here, say hi. My glasses are dirty. Lord, have mercy. But it takes a while. Oh, we've got one person. Okay. Hey, how you doing? It has been a long day, y'all. Hey, Melissa. There were a couple people on earlier. There you go. You're back. I deleted it because it didn't look like anybody had showed up. Anyways, y'all, I am so tired. Today has been a very interesting day. Most of you guys, I'm really excited about it. It's kind of like, when everything I do is spiritually led. I do stuff under the supervision of my mambo, and I remember the spirits kept saying no, 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 no to different places and different situations with different people, and it was just right. I mean, the address is even numerically awesome. And that I did not move. People were like, oh, you got to get a store. You got to get a store. And true to my belief system, I'm going to shut this door because, I can't shut this door. Hey, Andy, I'm doing a Facebook Live. Andy, I'm doing a Facebook Live. You loud. I can hear him. It means that you could possibly hear him. I don't know. This is a noise canceling headphone. But in any case, woo. So, about a year ago, 2 years ago, I seriously started thinking about the feasibility of having a storefront. And I had to be very careful because I know some of the pitfalls that people who have small businesses have, and I had to make sure that that the online business would be enough, and find a place, because I don't know if you all have looked at commercial real estate lately, but it's really expensive and hard to get here. So when I looked at places, had to make sure that everything was spiritually right in order to have the store in a location at a specific time and things like that. So I'm glad that it's come the way that it has. So now we are going to start with the layout and how we are going to put in shelving, and y'all know I'll be making stuff on a dime and repurposing things. One store owner here has already gifted me some spinner racks and some other displays, and so that's pretty awesome. I talked to Seamus at the Magical Druid, who has been selling my products since I've come here, and so definitely will be stocking some of his in my store, about putting your stuff up and not breaking the bank and coming up with affordable solutions. So if anybody's in Central Ohio and you have something that you're possibly getting rid of that you think that we may be able to use at the store, I'd be more than happy to check it out. And if we can use it, I'm going to be working on one day where I can go around with a U-Haul after we take possession of the store and pick up different things, because I've been finding that there's some really good things available if you look in Facebook Marketplace, as far as displays are concerned. And, we always, because we've been working here out of the house for so long, have had to figure out a multitude of creative storage solutions. Some of those we'll be taking with us. Some of them are built in here, so we can't. And, looking at the space and looking at how many shelves we can have, and, taking, I'm wondering, because I'm at this quandary right now when I'm trying to sit down and figure everything out, will we have so much that will fill up the store, or will there be big holes? So we're trying to figure out with my daughter. My oldest daughter is interested in a career in interior design. So both of them have come up with the concept for the layout, and I just got to make it fit the budget and how we're going to put stuff up. But it's going to be it's not going to be, I don't like the concepts of a lot of occult stores that seem to try to pick up on, old fashioned design and stuff like that. I love the look of an apothecary, but I don't want it to be very dark, because voodoo is a range of colors, and the colors that choose just want to have good energy, promote growth, and a space to breathe. That's what I want to see the store be, a place to breathe, and breathe in the air of our ancestral practices, as well as having supplies for people from other practices. So hoping that it can appeal to a wide range of people and different community education in areas like chakras and herbalism and crystals. And then I still will have my private students, but those will be still online. But we're looking at ways to bring in programming, basically using the technology that is available to us. So investing in a large enough screen where we can have people teach remotely to the community as well as online. So just because we're getting a store doesn't mean that we won't be offering things to people who cannot get to us. BigLizConjure.com is going to remain BigLizConjure.com, and it is open 24/7. We are going to have books. I already have this book right here. Hold on a second. That we've had some of Mama Star's books for sale in the store already. We'll be working with authors. We'll be working with deck creators. Definitely, for me, my first line is people of color. It makes good sense because it's what I know. And also, we don't have a store like this that's Black owned. So as more Black people are coming into alternative forms of spirituality, there is a market. We have to service them. So here where we live, it's a nice place to be for that. This here, Tatami has written, and I'm not showing it. There we go. The Punani Proverbs, and it's a womb healing workbook. So that's, I didn't put these on the website because I want these to be some of the first books that we offer in the site. I know Suze Marie has written an amazing book. That's what we're going to have there. We're also going to have, your standard herbal. We're in Reynoldsburg, Ohio. So we'll be over on 6565 Livingston. The grand opening is May 4th, and we'll have a lot of planning and stuff up until then, and probably a soft opening to make sure things work. And then my daughters, yes, definitely Dust to Onyx, of course. Definitely in the beginning, because I'm still working with Courtney about how we'll handle that. Wholesale's a different arena. But we will have readings with Dust to Onyx, because I will be reading there with Dust to Onyx, and my daughter will be reading there with Dust to Onyx. Basically, it's, I start to think about, my life's purpose, which kind of I fell into. And I'm from the school of, if I'm going to do it, I'm not going to half-ass it. Ain't no fucking half-stepping. I've never been that person. Every time I've sought a degree or training or education, I've completed it. The things in my life I didn't complete sometimes have been really large regrets. So they say that this is needed and wanted, and hopefully this will be a place of ancestral healing for our people in our community. It's a very diverse community. The stores that we go into, you'll see Hindu altar items, you'll see crystals. It does, and so I think that, any way to get people back to the source, to get people back to spiritual healing and closer to the Creator, the divine goddess, the divine God, in all of us, that's kind of, where we're going here. And the drive to Baltimore is 6 hours. I know that because I drive to Baltimore for Daughters of the Moon every year. It's not a bad drive at all. And I definitely will be doing that. I was just talking to Mama Omi tonight about, expanding programming and having things, through our store. So yeah, there's going to be some awesome stuff coming up. So like, hopefully there, and that's another thing about Ohio. And when I moved here from Chicago, I came from a place where botanicas were abundant. Funny thing about a botanica is before I started practicing magic, I really didn't notice them, but when I started practicing magic, I could see how many there were in Chicago. I also could see, that there were no black shops in Chicago, so it is always a possibility that we will go back home and do that. Even when I would go to Athenian Candles before I became a practitioner, I was just going in to get Florida water because that's what we did. We washed the floors with Florida water. My grandmother had a dream book. So, you start to see these places and be, cognizant of their existence once you become a magical practitioner. And I'm telling y'all, I think there's one Botanica in Cleveland, but I've tried to call them and never have been able to get an answer. When I first got here, I didn't know where I could. My Florida water was packed up. And I always carry one with me now because I learned this from moving. I got here to Ohio, and the first concern I had was, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to find anybody that does what I do. And I wasn't coming here thinking I was going to open a store, expand my business, or do anything like that. I was moving here to afford a house that I wanted and to have a better life for my family, something slower, something quieter. And so I felt that, oh no, they're not going to have this type of stuff available for us. Baby, when I got here and I saw there's 3-4 occult stores in the area, and most of them were very receptive to me, Blessed Be and Magical Druid especially, and then that there was this need for what we do because of the referrals and things that I was getting from them. I was just like, okay, well, there's a need. We have an international community here in Reynoldsburg, lots of minorities of all different shapes and sizes and locations. The baby's crying. And there's also the university with a PhD program in Black African and African American studies, which is another reason why I thought that this is a really good idea, because I might want to go and finish and go in, because I have a master's degree in literature with concentration in Black literature, but I thought, that's always a possibility for me to go on and get my PhD. So when you think about the people that are over there teaching, the students that are here internationally, there are people that need this stuff, and I am more than happy to provide it. Right now it's kind of like, wow, this is so exciting. And we figure, we can do this. That's the thing about starting a business, being in business. I just didn't want to get in a situation where if something didn't pick up off right away, I would face financial ruin. So many times you see people go into that. So just trying to plan as carefully as I could and do the right things financially and spiritually to put me in this position. And from that, I hope that we build a larger business. I tell people all the time that one of the things that the mainstream culture has that we don't is their parents established wealth for them. My friends that I knew that were not people of color, their parents were giving them down payments for their houses. I knew a couple whose parents even bought their condo for them when they couldn't sell it because of the recession, because they wanted to buy a house. They were like, we'll stay in it when we come visit on the weekend. And I'm thinking, there's got to be a way to do things that you love and to have something to give to your kids when it's all said and done. And so that's, the primary thing that I really want to do. And because my children are gifted, because they understand, respect, and love these different paths, that I think that this is a good thing and a good fit for them. And they did it willingly, because there's no way I'd probably be able to do this without my kids, because I have a job. And you never know. I mean, I'm really, if things go the way I prefer them to, we'll open another location somewhere else, maybe here in this area, maybe in another state. I don't know. But, it's like, I don't ever want to be scared to dream. I don't ever want to be scared to see if I can do something else. And if that's one thing that I try to work with my clients and with my friends and my family, it's like, if there are things that you want to do, it may take you a minute, you might make some mistakes, but failure is only failure when you fail to try. But I can see this baby is on 10 and they're taking the garbage out and life. But I'm really happy to be, I'm happy, and it's kind of a bittersweet thing, because I got to get this business out of my house. I just want to be able to turn around in here. I just want to have a place that's just not a constant workspace, because you do need that division between your work-life balance, that new millennial term. You do. You need space. So, so we got space. We'll see what happens. But yeah, don't be scared to dream. What I find is, and that's the real trick of the enemy, is people telling you that you can't do something. And very realistically, there are some people that can't do certain things, and that's okay. But, if you have something you're dreaming about, do it, And I've owned a photography business where I used the money I made shooting to pay for my equipment. I've owned an errand running service, personal assistant service. I was making $25 an hour running errands for NBA players, And so every time I found myself without a corporate job, I made a job. This did not happen under those circumstances. I had a lot going on already when this came along, but it's what I love to do. And, I'm hoping that other people, I'm wondering, what the community response is going to be. But we could not have found a better place. There's a vegan restaurant, a black barbershop, an African braiding place, 2 daycare centers. The clientele that a Mexican grocery store, there's a little hood store there. There's an event center right next to our store. The pour over from just the people in the lot is inspiring me. And then we fit right in. This is the type of clientele that I think that is perfect. And there's a soul food restaurant. Somebody took a Dairy Queen and turned it into a soul food restaurant, and it's right there, and it's real close to my house. So, some days I be like, I am not winning. I got to find a way to win. But today I'm winning. So it's a good day. So you all, I hope that you can come. There'll be so many updates. We'll show you as we design things and get things together. We have some really cool ideas for the store. And, it's just fun. It's doing what you love, being honest and not cheating people, and just really getting a joy out of it. Because I've always gotten joy out of helping people, and that's basically what this is for. So, help me, help the world. You can be generous and profitable at the same time. In fact, that type of reciprocity is needed. So, if you guys have products, we're going to be taking some items on consignment for the first few months, and then afterwards we'll be doing net 30 wholesale. So if you're interested, if you have a product that you make, a conjure product that you make, anything remotely magical, spiritual, inbox me or email me. My email is at the website, and send me pictures. And if it's something that I divine upon that we need in the store, send me a sample. And because my whole thing is, we can all be rich, we have to support each other. And this particular, the magical industry is it's definitely a multi-million-dollar industry. And so, why do things that you don't love? I've been an instructional designer for almost 20 years. I love that job, but I also love this. And I'm just happy, it's just like, take a chance. That's one of the things I've learned. If I've learned anything in this 50 years, is the worst somebody can do is say no. And I've been so accustomed to being able to expect that I realized that I had to change my mindset and not expect people to say no at the onset. Say yes to yes and expect yes. And then the no's, they're not so hard to deal with. But you all have a blessed evening, and I really thank you. I did not expect the response that we got today. I'm so tired. I can't keep my eyes open. And I'm grateful for it. Man, y'all come hard for a sister. Come hard. Come visit. BigLiz.com, BigLizConjure.com is still open, ain't closing, never, ever. And, then you can come by Azalea's Conjure Garden and buy those products there. And, we're just going to see where the spirits take us. Aye, bobo, everybody. Bye.